If you were born before 1963, stay on this video for the next few minutes, because there's a real chance you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single year, and most people don't even realize it. We're talking about a gap that can add up to $22,080 or more over time, simply because of how and when you claim Social Security, and a handful of rules the Social Security Administration does not go out of its way to explain to you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where that money is hiding, how to check your own numbers in under 5 minutes, and what steps to take before your next payment goes out. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping retirees and pre-retirees like you understand Social Security, Medicare, and retirement income. In plain English, no confusing jargon. Today, we're focused on one specific group, people born in 1963 or earlier. That's important because depending on your exact birth year, your full retirement age, the age the government considers official for full benefits, falls right around 66 to 67. And that's exactly where a lot of the confusion and a lot of the missed money comes from. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's break this down step by step. Here's the first thing most people don't know. Social Security doesn't use one single retirement age for everyone. It uses something called full retirement age, or FRA, and that number is based entirely on the year you were born. For decades, FRA was 65. Then Congress gradually raised it. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is now 67. If you were born a little earlier, your FRA might land at 66 in a few months. Why does this matter so much? Because every single month you claim Social Security before your full retirement age, your monthly check is permanently reduced. And every month you wait past your full retirement age, up until age 70, your check permanently increases. We're not talking about small numbers either. For each full year you delay claiming past your FRA, your benefit grows by about 8%. That's guaranteed, government-backed growth that you simply cannot find in most other places, and it's one of the biggest reasons people end up missing thousands of dollars without even knowing it. Let's get specific, because I don't want to just throw a big number at you without explaining it. Imagine two people, both work similar jobs, both have similar earnings histories. One person claims Social Security at age 62, the earliest possible age. The other waits until their full retirement age of 67. The person who claims at 62 doesn't just get a smaller check that month, they get a smaller check for the rest of their life. We're talking about a reduction of up to 30% compared to what they would have received at full retirement age. Now stretch that gap out over several years of retirement. Factor in annual cost of living adjustments, but apply to the larger base amount, and you can easily see a cumulative difference of $22,080 or more, sometimes significantly more, depending on your individual benefit amount. And this isn't a one-time, rare scenario. According to the Social Security Administration's own data, the majority of Americans claim benefits before their full retirement age, which means a huge number of people are walking away from money they actually earned over a lifetime of work. Let's put real numbers on this, so it's not abstract. Say someone's benefits at full retirement age would be $2,071 a month. That's actually close to the current national average. If that same person claims at 62 instead, their check could drop to somewhere around $1,450 a month. That's a difference of roughly $620 every single month. Now multiply that by 12 months, and you're looking at over $7,400 a year in reduced income. Stretch that across just 3 years of retirement, and you're already well past the $22,080 mark. And that's before we even factor in the smaller COLA increases that early claimer receives every year going forward, which widens the gap even further the longer they live. This is exactly why it matters so much to understand your own numbers before you make that claiming decision, because once you start collecting, in most cases, that decision is locked in for the rest of your life. Here's a piece a lot of people overlook completely: the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Every year, Social Security benefits are adjusted to help keep pace with inflation. For 2026, the Social Security Administration announced a 2.8% COLA increase, which raised the average retirement benefit to just over $2,071 per month, and pushed the maximum benefit at full retirement age up to $4,152 per month. Here's why this matters for our topic today. COLA increases are applied as a percentage of your benefit. So if you claimed early and your starting benefit is smaller, your COLA increase is smaller too, in dollar terms, every single year, for the rest of your life. If you waited and claimed a larger benefit, that same percentage increase puts more real dollars in your pocket, year after year, over a retirement that lasts 15, 20, or even 25 years. That compounding gap is a major part of where the missing money comes from. Before we move on, let's clear up a few myths that trip people up over and over again. Myth 1. I should claim as soon as I'm eligible, just in case something changes. It's understandable to feel that way, but claiming early locks in a permanently lower check. Unless you have a specific health or financial reason to claim early, waiting even a couple of years can make a meaningful difference. Myth 2. Social Security is going away, so I should grab what I can now. Social Security is funded differently than people think, and even in the most conservative projections, the program continues paying the vast majority of scheduled benefits. Making a permanent decision based on fear, rather than your own numbers, is one of the most common and costly mistakes retirees make. Myth 3. If I keep working, I'll lose my Social Security completely, as we covered earlier. That's simply not true. Your benefits may be temporarily reduced through the earnings test, but that money isn't lost. It's repaid to you later through a higher monthly check once you reach full retirement age. Clearing up myths like these is a huge part of making sure you don't accidentally leave money on the table. The claiming age gap is the biggest piece, but it's not the only one. Here are a few other areas where people born before 1963 commonly miss out. Spousal benefits. If you're married, or even divorced after a marriage of 10 years or longer, you may be entitled to a benefit based on your spouse's or ex-spouse's earnings record, sometimes worth more than your own. Many people never apply for this because they simply don't know it exists. Survivor benefits. If you've lost a spouse, you may be eligible for a survivor benefit that's different, and sometimes higher, than what you're currently receiving. The Social Security Administration does not always proactively notify people about this. The earnings test. If you're still working and you claim benefits before your full retirement age, your benefits can be temporarily reduced if your income goes above a certain threshold. For 2026, that threshold is $24,480 for people under for all year. The key word here is temporary. Those withheld amounts are added back into your benefit later in the form of a higher monthly check once you reach full retirement age. A lot of people don't realize that money isn't gone. It's recalculated. Work credits. You need 40 work credits, roughly 10 years of qualifying work, to be eligible for retirement benefits at all. If you're close to that threshold and stop working too soon, you could be missing out on eligibility altogether. Each of these pieces can stack on top of each other. That's how a single household can end up missing well over $20,000 across their retirement years. Okay, so now you understand where the money is hiding. Here's exactly what to do about it. Step 1. Create or log into your account at ssa.gov using the My Social Security portal. This is the official, free government tool, and it shows you your personalized earnings record and your estimated benefits at age 62, your full retirement age, and age 70, side by side. Step 2. Compare those three numbers carefully. Don't just look at the monthly amount. Think about your health, your family history, and how long you realistically expect to need this income. There's no single right answer for everyone, but now you'll be making an informed decision instead of a guess. Step 3. If you're married or divorced, specifically ask the Social Security Administration about spousal and survivor benefit options. These don't always show up automatically online, and a phone call or in-person appointment can uncover benefits you didn't know you qualified for. Step 4. If you're still working and under full retirement age, ask specifically how the earnings test applies to your situation, so you're not caught off guard by a temporary reduction. Step 5. Mark your calendar to review your My Social Security account every year, especially around the time COLA announcements come out, so you always know exactly what to expect. This is probably the most common question I get in the comments, so let's address it directly. What if you already started collecting before your full retirement age? Is that gap permanent, with nothing you can do? The honest answer is, it depends on your timing, but you may have more options than you think. Option 1. The withdrawal option. If you claimed within the last 12 months, the Social Security Administration allows you to withdraw your application entirely. You would need to repay the benefits you've already received, but afterward, your benefit clock effectively resets, and you can refile later at a higher rate. This option has a strict time limit, so it only applies to recent claimants. Option 2. A voluntary suspension. If you're already past your full retirement age but haven't yet reached 70, you can voluntarily suspend your benefits. While suspended, your benefit continues earning those delayed retirement credits, roughly 8% per year, and then resumes at the higher rate once you choose to restart it, or automatically at age 70. Neither option works for everyone, and there are trade-offs to consider with each one. But the point is this: even if you think the door has already closed on maximizing your benefit, it's worth a phone call to the Social Security Administration to find out exactly where you stand. Plenty of people assume there's nothing they can do, when in reality, there's still a path forward. Look, Social Security is complicated by design, and the system isn't always going to come find you to hand you money you're entitled to. It's on each of us to understand the rules and make sure we're claiming everything we've earned over a lifetime of hard work. Here's the bottom line. The $22,080 figure we talked about today isn't some guaranteed bonus check waiting for you. It's a realistic example of what's commonly missed when someone claims without checking their full options first. Your exact number could be higher, lower, or somewhere in between, but the only way to know is to actually look at your own record. If this video helped clear things up, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications, because we cover a new Social Security, Medicare, or retirement income topic every single week. Drop a comment below and let me know, were you born before 1963? Have you already claimed, or are you still deciding when to start? I read every comment, and I'll do my best to point you toward more resources. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. End screen. Subscribe plus related video suggestion. Insert text overlay of $22,080 and 2026 COLA to 0.8% graphics during Section 2 and 3-4 retention. Consider a simple on-screen comparison table. Age 62 versus FRA versus age 70 benefit amounts. B-roll suggestions. SSA.gov website walkthrough. Calendar. Calculator visuals. Senior couple reviewing documents. All figures reference COLA %, earnings limits, maximum benefits, reflect official 2026 SSA announcements, recommend verifying against SSA.gov at time of publishing in case of updates.